Hello everyone, I'm Silent Death, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, Science Harder. Today, we have a difficult decision to make. Last time, we went to space and got into orbit with a Jebediah. I really hate it when the sound cuts out like that. It freaks me out. And in doing so, in getting into space, we managed to unlock the Material Science Bay at the end of last episode, after using a jet rover to get science from around the Space Center. So what I've done between episodes is take the Material Science Bay and get some science around the Space Center. And of course, using Jebediah's Yacht Club, go out into the water. And now we've gotten 94.2 science. So, we can unlock advanced science tech. Or, we can spend it on more practical things. It is very, very risky. I mean, that would be a really good thing to have. Of course, we don't have any good engines, so I guess not so great. We'd have to get both of those for that to be viable. And that too. But I'm getting off track. So we could get this, or we could get stuff to allow us to get further away from Kerbin. I think we're going to go with the science. It's a little bit risky, but I think we can do it. So research that, and go ahead and just buy both of these. And then I'll do the whole rover thing, and be right back. And we are back. We now have 63.7 science. I was a little bit worried there. I will admit that I wasn't going to have enough science. I ended up having to go out into space. So launching straight up with some jets and stuff to go get high enough to get the space science. Just put us over the edge where we won't. But, I've also noticed something. So I was planning on getting the decouplers here. However, we go look at here. We have a stat decoupler here, and a radio decoupler here. So, we could take both of these, and then just not spend the science on that. Go like, bam, and bam. No need to spend any science. We have both the decouplers now. That's one way to do it. Then, we can upgrade this. We're going to need to get the maneuver nodes anyway. Now, we can get more science from... we could get, say, a rocket booster on a suborbital trajectory. That's actually something we could do when we want to finish it. The LV909 engine, that's a good engine to have for going to the moon. So we'll pick that up. We could grab this one. It does have a good advance if we need a little bit of cash. It's not going to expire, so we don't need to pick it up right now. Rescue this dude. That's a lot of money. We could definitely use that. That would double the amount of money we have right now. Test a radial chute. It's not a whole lot of money, but I think we might pick that up anyway. So that's all things that we have now. What if we, let's go with basic rocketry. So that unlocks basic solid boosters, which don't really want to spend the 15 science on that. Advanced rocket propulsion. These don't really do anything for me. I mean, the radio-mounted liquid engine is okay. It has not great ISP, but it's okay. Basic fuel tank, so that's the 909 engine. But apparently, or probably, the fuel duct thing is out here. So that could be something we want to go for. So we have 43 science. Power. Power, I think, is something we want to go for. Unmanned tech. Having better probe ports would also be kind of nice. I guess I could pick up that. And this is the one I want. 500-kilometer one, so that we can transmit science just back and forth to ourselves. I am thinking or leaning heavily towards that. Re-entry would also not be terrible. We do have the real chute from that. Heat shield, a procedural heat shield. Pretty nice. Some big parachutes. Also not terrible. We don't really have anything to mount them on. And we already have the other type of parachute somewhere. That one. So I don't think we need that too much. Basic fairings would not be terrible. Apparently those are all free. Wings, of course, we can't afford. I think we are going to go with power. That seems like the most useful thing here. So research that, and... oh, okay, so that we need more science for that. Or to upgrade our thing. Space exploration, advanced flight control, advanced electronics. Rover things. This probably also leads to that. Alright, we have 13 science left, and I don't think there's anything else we want to spend it on right now. I do think we want to make some money. I would like to get some newer nodes. 280k. That's a lot more than we have. Test the heavy landing gear orbiting Kerbin. That's a lot of money for an easy task. We are going to rescue this dude. We're going to get science from space, because that's another fair amount of money. I think we'll try this one. The speed limit's going to be kind of difficult, but we might be able to pull it off. Oh, we can't actually do that one yet, and it expires in a day. Another thing I was thinking about doing is in Scott Manley's Interstellar Quest series, he's been limiting himself to one launch on each of these a week. So one spaceplane launch and one rocket launch each week. While he's just doing that for kind of flavor reasons, now that we have contracts, and the contracts renew every couple of days, I think there's actually a valid reason for doing that in this game. Also, I was thinking I may want to limit which Kerbals I use, so a Kerbal can only go in space or have a flight once a month, or maybe once a week, one of those, probably closer to once a month. We may go once every fortnight. There's kind of a logical reason for doing this. In real life, they limit how long someone can spend in space due to like health problems with bone density and all that kind of weird stuff, and radiation exposure, etc., etc. If you think about it, if we ever actually send somebody to Mars, even if we do kind of the spinny artificial gravity thing, they will never get to go in space again because they'll have reached their limit of amount of time they can spend in space. Kind of sad, but that's just how things are with our current level of technology. Maybe something advanced will happen that will fix that, but I don't know if that'll be in our lifetimes. Would be nice, because I certainly want to go to space. But yeah, I'm thinking we'll limit who we use in each flight, probably starting at this episode. That way, we won't just have a Jebediah in every single flight. Which means we're going to need to buy some people. Jinlong Kermin? That's a weird name. We definitely want a pilot. A smart or a courageous pilot would be good. 2 pilots would be great. That way we can have 3 launches going at the same time. Scientists are extremely important. As long as you're not very stupid. Good scientists, and I guess it doesn't really matter how stupid they are, those really don't affect anything yet. So I'll just pick up all 3 scientists. Engineers are not as important, but we'll pick up a couple of engineers. Just 2. I think that'll be good enough. And we'll leave... Well, actually, I don't know if this refreshes every week either. It is now the 2nd week, though, so we can launch today. Right, so let's look at our contracts again, because I'm already forgetting all the stuff that we picked up. We need to get something from science, or get something from space around Kerbin. Ignore that. Can I, yeah, just shrink those, and rescue this dude. At the solid rocket thing. That one. Okay, we also need to test that in orbit, right? Yep, in orbit. We aren't going to test that one. Is that the only ones we have right now? I guess so. 3 contracts should be good enough. Let's check what kind of orbital thing he has. What is this? What is this? Agency, location, science, spacing. What's that over there, too? Okay, there's the dude. That's who we're looking for. So he's not very far out. We could totally do that. Looks like we have a couple of satellite missions. Let's look at that. Those tend to pay pretty well. Oh, there's a satellite mission. 88,000. Yeah, we definitely pick that up. How long do we have? 3 days? Create a Kerbal communication network. This is different. So they want us to create a 3 ComSat network. Connected to one, connected to that. Connected to the other 2. And they'll give us 135k for doing that. We also have these 2. Wow, that is a lot of money too. Okay, I think I know what we're going to do probably next episode. But this episode we're going to focus on rescuing, what's his face? That guy, you know. And we'll want to take some people out into orbit because I'm not sure if we get the science bonus from scientists, if they level up on the flight that they're getting the science for, or if they already need to be leveled up. So we'll be taking our scientists up with the Jebediah, or probably, do we want to take up Jebediah or save him for later? You know what? It's a pretty routine mission, so we will not take up Jebediah. We'll save him for something a little bit more difficult. Right, so we need something that can do all 3 of these, and I'll build something. Be right back. Here's what I've come up with. Space for 3 crew members, 1 pilot, which is a Jingard Kermin. Then a scientist, Bob Kermin, up to get his level 1 skill. And then an extra space to rescue that 1 guy. What other contracts did we have that we wanted to do? I think that was everything. Just liquid fuel. Do the heavy landing gear, radial decoupler, not going to do that. The solid fuel booster, not going to do that. Rescue the guy, and not going to do that one either. Okay, so yeah, that's what we wanted to do. It's going to be a little bit tight in terms of Delta V, but our part limit is so low right now. We're having some difficulties getting out to orbit with a lot of crew members because these things are so heavy. Let's just see how we do. Spinning up the engines. And I've added the chatter mod, as you can hear, just for a little bit of ambiance. And away we go, just zooming straight up. Engines are getting a little bit of heat. Not using a whole lot of fuel. Close that. Now then, we won't start tilting over very, very soon. A little bit too soon. Too soon, too soon. Crap. Ooh, that was a bit much. Too soon and maybe a little bit too much. Come on. Turn back over. We have charge. You should be using the charge. Let's slow our engines down a little bit and see if we can get control. Maybe if we do it this way. There we are. Okay, we've regained control. Jingard, what the hell were you thinking? I don't know. Has Jebediah taught you nothing? Oh wow, this is hard to control. Yeah, we want to get over at about a 45-degree angle so that we can get as much oomph from the jet engines as we can. Try to run them out of fuel would be ideal, but probably not going to happen. But whatever we can pull off is fine. Still wants to flip up. Come on, Ferrum Airsace. Don't do this to me. There we go. Got control again. Okay, we're a bit stable right now. Getting some speed up. Nice. Very nice. Go along our velocity vector. Get a lot of speed up. About to run out of air. Might want to go a little bit lower. Just as much oomph as we can get from this. Still going. They're way out of air. I don't know how they're producing thrust, but apparently they are. I guess it's just taking them a little bit to spin down. Well, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Oh, and this should be down here. A little bit of dirt there. Okay, we're running out of vertical thrust, so time to do that. I think we got enough thrust from that. Start climbing again. I think we did actually quite well there. How's our... Not sure if we should be slowing down or not. I think, yeah, we'll slow down a little bit. Just so that this kind of stays about constant. Maybe decreases a little bit. Well, to get it around 30 seconds, I guess we can start time warping. Get that speed going a little bit fast again. Could tilt over more, that would help. And speed things up. So we're swinging around now. And everything is green in our contract. So run the test. There we go. A little bit of money. How much was that? 30,000? Okay, that's a fair amount of money. That is more than this entire vessel cost. So we have already made a profit. Now then, I will be back after I do some fiddling. Okay, we are back. We are using this to try to help us get the perfect closest approach. Okay, that's good enough. We just need to get... I don't think I can add this alarm. So we need to wait 30 minutes. Time to closest. We'll just say put alarm at 29 minutes. Add it. Delete you. And we should be able to switch to him. Yes. Alright. Now then we just need to find that. It is dark. We have no kind of, like, idea which direction we need to travel. So we're just going to kind of rush it. And hope that that's right. Uh-oh. What? Oh. Whoa! Crap! Alright, let's try that again. We did not rescue the guy. Alright, this time, let's turn on the lights. So that maybe we can see it a split second before we slam into it at 100 meters per second, or whatever. Seems like a good idea. A little bit far forward. Closing. We'll kind of aim like off to the side so that at least we can kind of zoom past it. Alright, I think we're going to make it now. I just gotta remember which side the handholds are on and which cockpit is empty. I think the middle one here is the one that's supposed to be for him. Come on, grab it. Grab it. Grab the stupid cockpit. Don't tell me you're not going to grab the cockpit. There we are. Okay, that one's full. And we made it! Okay, a little bit of that there. Wow. Okay, make sure we save. And apparently he does not have an EVA image. Poor guy. I guess he's a little bit camera shy. Alright, so we're going to try to land on this, but I would like to do it during the day. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference. But I think we can wait a couple orbits until that happens. So let's fast forward a little bit. And whoosh. Yeah, that landing gear is not going to do us any good. Okay, we're not going to have any trouble making a safe landing here. I'm fairly certain. I don't think there's any science for us to get around here. Does our craft float? Maybe we'll get to test it. Did I remember to get the science from the orbit? Oh crap, I didn't. God damn it. Well, I can do that off camera. Let's land first. 20, 10. Quite a nice landing. And we've gotten 0.7 science from recovering the vessel. we have gotten 6K back. So 2 experience, advanced to level 1. Bob advanced to level 1. So now we have 2 level 1 pilots and 1 level 1 science dude. We got some money. Rescue for 30K. Okay, he's now part of the space program. And 3,000 for picking him up. Did we already get the science for the other thing? I guess so. We have 70K. Is there any other missions that we can pick up? We have that one. We have that one. Test the turbojet engine in flight over Kerbin. I would like a turbojet engine. But I think we'll pick up the 2 satellite ones. And probably do those. Oh, that's some science there. That could be good. I think we'll pick up that, and I might do it off camera. Oh, I can't pick it up. And I have 36 minutes to do something. Is there anything I can do in 36 minutes? Transmit the science one is about the only thing I can think of. So that is what I shall do. And I guess we'll end the episode here, and I'll pick up that other mission off camera. Like if you like, subscribe if you're not, leave a comment if you have anything to say. I do read all the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.